Also a month that I did, and it's part of this sort of religion that worships these things, you know, the weirdo culture, like Blob is called weirdo culture, you know, and it's this like thing where they understand they exist, they can't see them, they know they exist though, and so the more you have growing off of that person, the more belief that there is in it, the more spirituality there is, the more pure, kind of just like that, almost like if your body's skin just fly apart, your spirit just explodes in this huge mass, takes over the world because you're so happy.
And then this is Galactic Traveler, because he's meditating, and through the meditation and the deconcentration, which is sending lightning bolts from the cloud on the mountain he's sitting on, he is traveling across the galaxy as a spinning, spiraling light force, which is what everything does. Everything is spinning in the world. Atoms, solar systems, galaxies, where galactic arms.
Death makes angels of us all and gives us wings where we had shoulders smooth as ravens' claws.
I was thinking about this the other day. Well, what would I do when I would hitchhike and I would have hours to spend doing nothing? I mean, you're stuck on this road with maybe there's 2 cars an hour, or even if it's 100 cars an hour, it's really not that many cars. What do you do with all that empty time? Well, you think about all the people that have been in your life in the last day, week, month, or maybe 10 years ago. You remember what you talked about. You remember how you felt about them. how they felt about you, and keep that energy alive that was part of that moment, and make it part of all the other moments by remembering all the people as though they were a string, and that they are all part of the same rope. You keep that cord going with the next person that picks you up, because it's a dynamic. It's not the isolated little dots. That life is our own story that we're writing. We are not living someone else's life.
I mean, that, to me, that's what deconstructing is, and that's what, to me, is what therapy should do, is not find the things that are wrong with you, find the things that are right with you, and teach you to enjoy them and use them.
One of the things why I wrote this piece was to explain my own spiritualism, because it's something that is ambiguous in all of it. It was this very simple idea, just you are. And whatever it is that you have chosen is all right. And what I chose was quite simple commandment to love one another as I have loved you. And I took that as a mantra that has taken me to 53 years of joy.
Hey, Seattle, nice to see ya.
Love, Death, Travel is inspired by the first time you experienced death around the age of 5. You know, I asked the universe for a sign, you know, to pay homage to you in the doors, kind of like a
vision, or whatever you want to call it.
Right. As soon as I decided to start the Love, Death, Travel, the story just kind of went right through me and told itself. I mean, the ideas started coming.
You know, unasked for. They just pop out of the unconscious.
Exactly.
I mean, once the idea is there, it's already happened. You know?
Right on, man. You know, even if nothing comes of it, I know in my heart that I did my job of paying homage to you guys, you know? How would you describe Love, Death, Travel to those who haven't heard of it yet?
Sensuous, evil, a mood of mystery and strangeness, and also a little bit of religion thrown in there, too.
Great description. After reading the revamped script, what do you think of the story and the direction that it's going?
I enjoyed it. Oh, I liked it. So I think it'll just get deeper and deeper.
Sounds good. Everyone who's read it really digs it.
I can see why people like it. Well, it's an easy thing to pick up on.
True. I think this art form will be extremely successful, but, you know, with positive progression thinking comes those naysayers who kind of fear change, especially with intermixing this kind of music-film combination.
They just have to fend for themselves. I think they're wrong. I think that it's going to become increasingly significant in the next 3 or 4 or 5 years.
Well, I believe it. Well, I'm hoping for a chance to make it happen.
Almost anybody can get one chance these days to make some kind of film. You're a completely equipped human being. It's just that one shot.
So, how do you think I should do it?
The only way you could do it would be and decide not to play all the games. A hero is someone who rebels or seems to rebel against the facts of existence and seems to conquer them. But obviously that can only live with moments. It can be a lasting. But that's not saying that people shouldn't keep trying to rebel against the facts of existence. Who knows?
Yeah, who knows is right. I'm just hoping to make a good situation out of the whole thing, you know?
If you find yourself in a situation, you just have to go with it. Then you just cope with it second by second.
No doubt. You know, especially trying to pitch this vision. You know, I'm trying to get it into the right hands, and either it's not getting there, or just, you know, not the right time, or they're just not being responsive about it. So it gets kind of frustrating where I just kind of feel like I just want to give up the vision that I received.
I know, but you shouldn't. You know, you should try and, you know, there's one thing in this dream of autonomy that is, you know, it's one of the horrors, but also one of the great beauties, is that somehow coming from nothing and struggling and contending all those things somehow makes you more knowledgeable and more aware and stronger in a way.
You're absolutely right. I've learned so much. Jim, what do you think that people really want in an artist or a creator, you know?
What the people want, they want an artist or a band to come along that's just totally casting aside all the past and all the business associations.
Speaking of business associations, on my behalf, what would you represent to the doors for the sole purpose of creating Love, Death, Travel?
We're doing this for a reason. It's not because we're out here to make a lot of bread off you people, you know. Well, that's the damn truth.
very unusual, very clever. I liked it a lot.
That's beautiful, man. You are really on stage.